In the past, I've exposed Islam for a lot of their demonic practices, them still adhering to their pagan practices, like worshipping the god of vengeance and worshipping the planets and doing the ritualistic walk. Well, I found even more evidence, even new evidence, talking about that even after they left Egypt, even after they didn't adhere to these, even after they were among Abraham, then left Abraham with the Abrahamic faith, they were still pagans, and they still adhered to Babylonic, Syrian, pagan deities, linking back to Baal, which according to Jesus, which is the Holy Christ and Savior and Son of God, and who is also God ordained as man, said that he was Satan. So in their own prophet's words, according to them, he's their prophet. They are literally worshippers of Satan, and they're literally a part of the occult. So let's dive deep into this. So after they left the Abrahamic tribe, there were a bunch of Arabs, such as those within Babylonian Arabs, because a lot of Arabs come from Babylonian, which is modern day Iraq, were worshipping demons and were worshipping Kaaba, which is the reason they made Kaaba in his honor, and where they worship tons of more demons and deities. And it was a pagan place, unlike the Muslim lie, which is Abraham made it, when there has been no proof that Abraham has even set foot near that area. And the only proof of this is that he was building altars for God when he built many altars, none of which were near that place at all. The demon that connected this all, the whole reason the place was even made in the first place, was for Kaaba, which links back to Baal. It was the Baal version of the Babylonian version in the language, which was Kaaba, which translates back to Baal, which Jesus himself said was Satan. How can he be your prophet, and how can he not be God, if you say that he says your God is Satan? How can that even be within the same context, or be the same thing? It doesn't make any sense. How is your own prophet destroying your own God? Like, if he is really God and he is really your prophet, then why is he saying that he is not God? Because the reason he linked him back to Baal is that the Pharisees said he is Baal, and he is only casting demons out because he controls his demons. And he said, how can Satan cast out Satan? Linking Baal to Satan and saying that he cannot be Satan because he cannot cast out himself. So he's condemning you, yet he's your prophet. It makes no sense, and it just links it back to Satan, which is why they're devil worshippers, but I'll get more into this. During this place, there were actually, something I did not mention, people who protected, pagans who protected the Kaaba, which was made for Kaaba, which was also the house of other demons, but mainly for Kaaba, which is Satan, which is Baal. They just added a K, basically, and an extra A, basically. And basically there were these protectors that would roam around and protect the place against anybody who believed in any other deities, or any maybe possible Christians, possible Judaists, probably not Christian, because I don't know if they were around during that time. But here's the thing, basically one of Muhammad's ancestors was digging in another region nearby Mecca, and then these guys said that it is a desecration of the holy pagan place, and that he should be forced to pay retributions. So what did he do? He sacrificed one of his 10 sons and called to Baal and called him Allah, to try to call him God, to blaspheme God, to try to get mercy shown upon him, and try to basically make him feel better about himself, and try to call him God so he feels like he's greater than he is, so that he gets some mercy and he doesn't have to die by the hands of these protectors. So he sacrificed one of his sons in a demonic, paganistic manner to a demonic, paganist god who is not actually God, who is actually Satan. And this is their holy Mecca temple, and this is their holy ancestor from Muhammad, and he was doing ritualistic things. The origin of the word Allah to this deity, which they call Allah, which is really Satan, was used to blaspheme and flatterize him, so he wouldn't get any consequences of the pagan world, which would be him getting killed and being a sacrifice, not just his sons, which he sacrificed in disgusting, paganistic, demonic way. Now, another thing that pagans often say, and yeah, we have more proof, sorry, I didn't mean pagans, I meant Muslims, same thing though. They say that Muhammad, really, like, his ancestor Abraham made it, and it was Jews and Christians all worshipped it, which is completely and utterly false. The only time that Muhammad actually took interest in the Kaaba was after pagans had beef with him and said that they wanted to stop him from growing his weird message, because not the Judaists, not the Christians, not even the pagans there believed in his weird idea that he believes that we should worship God in a pagan way, and he's still God of the Abrahamic faith, and that they should worship him even though they do not believe in that. Like, it was a weird thing to say during that time. So they wanted to stop him, so we seized it, attacked it, and used the pagan temple, which was meant for pagan gods, to put under his god Allah, which it was built after. So basically, he's just admitting here that his god is a pagan. He just doesn't want the other pagans to be worshipped, the other demons to be worshipped with the devil. He's a devil adherent. He's a devil dogmatist. He only wants the devil to be worshipped, just not the other demons, and it makes no sense. Like, yo, this is not the Abrahamic God. This is the devil. Like, he wants all the power to himself, and Muhammad is giving him that. And basically, the other thing he did, which makes no sense, if these pagans were believing things you don't want to believe, then why did you keep the same ritualistic things that they keep? And another question I will want to talk to you guys about is, why do Muslims have to make at least one trip to Mecca to do a ritualistic walk, or at least kiss and touch the stone of Kaaba? Why do they have to do all these things? You know why? Because Muhammad did it. Muhammad kissed it. Muhammad touched it, and he kept the ancient ritualistic walk of the Arab pagans. So therefore, these new Muslims who are just basically worshipping only one deity, which it was founded upon, and not the other ones that were added upon it by the polytheistic Arabs, he is saying that you don't have to worship the other demons. You just need to worship the devil, and you just need to do pagan ritualistic walks around Mecca, and you just need to worship the devil, or at least kiss it, because I kiss it. Since I worship the devil, you have to go down with me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to expose this new evidence I found while researching the topic, and show that it's just wrong, and the whole origin of it was wrong. I thought it was just wrong because they still have some pagan traits of following with the ritual. It's following the stars and the sun, and the gods were of the sun, and not the sun, the planets that these pagans of past times believe. But now I've got even more evidence that they were pagans after they were with Abraham, and that also a lot of these origins are more pagan than I thought. So I just want to share it with you guys.